can't wait for you to come my way. I've been far away, but I'll keep running.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to say thank you for coming in our presentation. It is great to see you all, guys. Let me introduce ourselves. My name is Virginia Ginta Fahrani. You can call me Ginta, and my last student number is 90. And my friend Mentari Fabela Insyani, or you can call her Mentari, and her last student number is 95. And in this occasion, we will discuss about our topic. It is TV and its impact on the rate of crimes in Indonesia. So now we are going to the first slide. Okay, there is table of contents about our topic TV and its impact on the rate of crime in Indonesia. So the first one tells about harmful effects of exposure to violence television, and the second tells about factors on crime rates in Indonesia, and the third tells about the way to prevent crime caused by television, and the last one tells about conclusion about our topic. Okay, now we are going to the next slide. The next slide tells about harmful effects of television to crime rate, especially in Indonesia. So the first one is aggressive attitude. People who watch more violent shows have a higher risk of being more aggressive with others. So it is likely that this aggressive attitude can harm others. Therefore, it can be said indirectly as one of the factors why television can influence someone to commit a crime. So the second is lack of sensitivity. People who watch too much violence on television can become insensitive. It means they become less aware of acts of violence. They are also less sensitive to pain and suffering of others and are less likely to show empathy for victims of violence. So, the third is negative message. Did you know negative message? Okay, I will explain it. Negative message is about violence on television gives people the view that aggression, violence are acceptable to be solution to resolving conflict and problems. In addition, the message conveyed from the expert to violence on television consider that violence is not painful and can be used as the solution to the desired problem. This is a wrong perception for the community where people often take the law into own hands in dealing with a conflict or the problem without knowing the source or the conflict or the problem. And the last one is fear. Yeah, fear is another result of violence on television. A person can become excessively anxious and even traumatic by the violence they see on television or the movie. So, now we are going to the next, but the next material will be delivered by Mentari.
Hello everyone, my name is Mentari Fabela Insyani and I'm here to continue our presentation today. As we know, nowadays there are so many improvements about crime rates in Indonesia, and of course, it also gives impact to the society. But before we go there, let me explain you about the factors of crime rate itself. The first one is poverty. Poverty is the main factors of why people do crimes. People need to complete their needs. And of course, if they are not able to complete it, they have to look for a way to solve that problem. Living with limitation is a hard thing to do for many people. Therefore, many of them look for a way to solve it. But not all of them look for a good way to do. Some of them look for a bad thing to do, especially crime. Why? Because they think it is the only way, it is the only simple way to solve their problem in quickly. They don't have to work really hard, especially they have to do robbery, and they will solve their problem, something like that. And the second factors is the population of Indonesia itself. People who live in a remote area, some of them have a low education, and some of them have a little social control too. Therefore, they are not able to control themselves. They cannot filter what is a good thing, what is a bad thing. Therefore, when they watch television, they cannot filter anything. When they saw violence in the TV, they will say, okay, that is a thing I must do to solve my problem. And therefore, there are so many things that happen in Indonesia, such as young people who use drugs, or women who pregnant outside marriage, cases of murder, robbery, and many other things. And of course, I totally sure that all of you guys who watch this often see that case in your life. And the last factors is freedoms. We live in Indonesia. We live in a country which provides problem to everyone. But not all of them use their right in a good way. Some of them think that by having freedom, you can do anything you want. It's not something like that, such as crime. Some people who do crimes say that it is my right to do crimes. You cannot force me. But that is not the point. People who do crimes because of freedom, they ignore about moral, they ignore about sin. Okay, so let's go to the next section. In this time, I would like to explain about the way to prevent the crime of television. The first one is that you have to accompany your family member, especially children, while watching television. Children have to watch a television program which is appropriate to their age. For example, a 5-year-old children have to watch a television program such as cartoon. And if they saw any programs which is content of violence, of course it will harm their mental and they will do bad things. The second one is selectively choose what television program you should watch, such as educational program. There are so many television programs which contain of education, such as Kick Andy, Hitam Putih, and many programs such as in TVRI. It contains of a good way to educate children and many people. And the last is make rules in watching television. You have to make rules you have to divide what television program I have to watch and what television program that I am not allowed that we are not allowed to watch. Therefore, we can filter what we have to watch. So let's go to the conclusion. What is the conclusion of this presentation? The conclusion is television has two impacts, positive and negative. We as a human cannot control what television program wants to do. We cannot totally change people, but we can change ourselves by controlling ourselves. Therefore, we have to make a rules to ourselves. We have to do many ways to prevent the crimes of television. We have to protect ourselves first. So, I think that is the only thing. No, that's the best, only simple thing you can do. But if you want to do anything, if you think about something and then you think that, all right, I have to do this, you can do this. I think that's enough. Thank you so much, guys, for your attention, and I hope our presentation today give you a lot of new knowledge. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.